Hi everyone, I'm Shari Tella.
And I'm Jennifer Murphy. Greetings to everyone and thank you for joining us today for the second annual Kids Help Phone Telethon. You may be wondering why we do this every year. It is, of course, to raise awareness for Kids Help Phone, especially to let everyone know that such a much-needed service exists in our community and in our country.
The goal of Kids Help Phone is to aid our youth when dealing with difficult and even serious situations in their lives. Kids Help Phone is a 24-hour, toll-free, bilingual and anonymous counseling, referral, and internet service for children and youth.
Countless times every day, professional counselors at Kids Help Phone provide immediate, caring support for young people in our community and across the country. This, of course, only happens with the financial support of our benefactors. This is the reason why we are here today to ask for your support.
Your generous donations, no matter what amount, will go a long way. So get those phones ringing at 613-555-8787. Your monetary support may go as far as saving the life of a youth who is able to share with one of the Kids Help Phone counselors.
We are going to provide you with as much information as we can during this telethon. We want to allow you to understand just how important Kids Help Phone is in our community and country.
We will also have a representative from Kids Help Phone here to explain more of what this service is all about. We will also have testimonies from Kids Help Phone counselors who have aided young people and much more.
The telephone number that you can call to donate will be at the bottom of the screen throughout the telethon. Your calls will be answered and your donations will be processed by our devoted volunteers on the telephones.
Right now, here are a few statistics about Kids Help Phone for you to think about. Also, in just a moment, we'll be joined by a very special guest. Let's get the phone numbers up on the screen that you can call to give your donation. We keep those numbers up throughout the telethon. Now to our special guest, let me begin by introducing you to Ali Wickman, a representative from Kids Help Phone. Ali generously offered her time to be with us to help inform you about what Kids Help Phone is all about. Thank you, Ali, for joining us.
You're quite welcome. I'm very pleased to be here.
So to start off, how do the counselors respond to the outcries of the youth that want to and need to be heard?
Our counselors respond to dozens of phone calls daily. They also get many online queries. They can't stress enough that it's all anonymous, but kids seem to feel safer. They seem to feel that online chats are more likely to be kept more private. It's definitely keeping in with our cyber-savvy generation of teens out there.
What type of situations are the most common that your counselors deal with on a daily basis?
The range of topics are too many to mention. There's everything from bullying and abuse to dating, school, and so much more.
One statistic that surprised me is that over 50% of calls are from what we call normal homes where there are two stable parents. I suppose the trouble is that kids often feel their questions are too personal to share with their parents.
Yes, that's true. Often we hear from troubled kids who come from what we wouldn't consider a bad family situation.
What are some of the most shocking situations that have been dealt with that you are aware of?
There are some really alarming ones out there, some out of the ordinary stories that really pull at the heartstrings. One counselor had a call from a 4-year-old who was asking how to do suicide. His parents were fighting all the time and he was scared and he just didn't want to be around for it.
That's really tragic.
Tragic indeed. Like another situation I was told about concerning an 8-year-old who was being bullied at school. Coming home to a stressed out parent, the parent told it was his fault, as if he was being bad and causing his own problems. Can you imagine an 8-year-old dealing with something like that?
Wow, that's unimaginable to me. So folks, it's just a small sampling of issues that are heard daily at Kids Help Phone. So please call 613-555-8787 and pledge. You may actually be helping to provide funds for a counselor to answer your child's phone call, if not one of your children, perhaps a child you know.
That's right. A child going to school right in your own neighborhood could be tempted to dabble into drugs or alcohol or feel as if suicide is the only way out. That you want that phone call to be answered.
Ali was also good enough to bring in a short video for you to see what actually goes on at Kids Help Phone. Let's take a look.
So I got this call, and the first thing, I say, "Hi, Kids Help Phone. How can I help you?" And I heard, "I don't want you to talk, I just want you to listen." Okay.
I get up and go to work every day knowing that I can help, that you can make a difference for somebody, even in some minute way.
Sometimes it's just, it gives them hope. There's someone at the other end of the line that really cares, and just that can make a difference.
Kids need a place where they know they never inconvenience anybody. They're welcome. They are being respected in such a way that we ask them, what are your ideas in terms of solving this problem? We don't give them advice.
I really feel it's necessary to advocate for youth because there aren't a lot of services out there for them. And a lot of times they just need clarification on what's right and wrong.
What's unique about Kids Help Phone is that kids are the ones who are initiating the service. And they're deciding what they want to talk about.
Kids call us at the moment when they feel the most vulnerable. When things don't go well, they don't call us to tell us things are great. So it is a very vulnerable moment for them and a huge step for them to actually phone Kids Help Phone.
One of the most shocking things will be how much we hear from people. The number of calls we get, how inundated our posts are, our web posts can be, our website can be at times.
There are certain calls, of course, where you feel like a little helpless and that you could have maybe done more to help the person, but I think you have to realize that you do what you can.
Sometimes it's like one person in a kid's life that makes a really big difference and didn't even know that they did. Like, a kid will have met one person who believed in them, or a kid will have met one person that told them something positive about themselves. And that, takes them so far. I don't even think we kind of realize that.
We facilitate, but they have to put the work in and the thought process. Yeah, but I thought you guys were Kids Help Phone. Where's the help here? I'm not going to do it for you, let's talk about it.
Sometimes we get a sigh of relief saying, "Oh, I feel so much better, thanks so much." And that feels good too.
We had a young adult call in who said that she'd been calling for years and she was just calling to thank us. And so that was just such a wonderful feeling to hear that, this girl's life had changed because of our service.
We do the best that we can to let people know that this is a safe place to call, that we are people that you can trust, that we're people that you can talk to, we're people that want to help and support.
I had a call from a young person who said, it's a bit late, so, I guess you guys are closing. And I said, no, we're open all the time. You mean I can call at 2 in the morning?
What kids need when they call is they need not to be judged. They need to be able to say whatever they got to say without somebody coming down on them for it.
It's also really special to be among a group of people who, despite different backgrounds in their training, despite having learned in different disciplines, that we're all there as a cohesive team, a unit that can support kids, that can offer any type of help that kids might need.
I'm lucky. I'm very lucky to work in something that I really, really love.
Welcome back, everyone. At this point, I'd like to take an opportunity to introduce you to our devoted telephone assistants who are generously donating their time to answer your calls. I see you're free from the phone, so I thought that I would take this time to allow our viewers to get to know our telephone assistants.
Sure.
What's your name?
My name's Christine.
Hi, Christine. So what is it that got you motivated to be one of our volunteers?
Well, I've heard of the work that Kids Help Phone does to provide support for our young people when life is dishing out difficult situations for them.
In your opinion, what is it that makes Kids Help Phone so effective?
Well, I'm sure it's the anonymity of it all that gives those kids the courage to make that call. And of course, it's the expert advice that our counselors offer to get them through their tough situations.
Is there anything that you would like to say out to the folks at home, Christine?
I hope you make that call to donate to this amazing service. As you've heard, your donation will go a long way in helping troubled youth.
Thanks so much, Christine. And thank you for helping us out here on the phones.
It's a pleasure to be able to help.
That's right. Keep the calls coming and keep Christine busy. That's what she's here for. Let's go back to Allie.
Before we take a break and you are joined with your local TV station affiliate, let's take a first look at the amount of donations we've made so far. I'll give you the honors, Allie, to get that on the screen.
Sounds good. Let's get those numbers up and see your generosity so far. Drum roll, please. Roll that figure.
Wow, what an amazing start.
That's beautiful. Almost brings a tear to my eye.
I know what you mean. Well, as we go to break, we would like to acknowledge again and thank all of our volunteers, sponsors, and especially all of you out there who made this first segment so successful. Allie, is there anything that you would like to say before we go to break?
Absolutely. I'll take this opportunity to inform everyone about the fundraising events being held for Kids Help Phone, such as bowl-a-thons, movie night days, and the Bell Walk for Kids. For more information on these events, becoming a student ambassador, or volunteering with your time, please check out the Kids Help Phone website, which is www.kidshelpphone.ca. You can also find out how to donate other than calling us here today. When you help, we can continue to give these young people a safe place for them to talk.
Thanks, Allie. I hope that you'll stay with us for the next segment.
I'll be here.
Wonderful. We'll now switch over to your local affiliate, and we will get back shortly for another successful segment. Of course, that's up to all of you out there. The numbers for you to call and donate will remain on the screen. See you in a bit.